Hello everyone, today we'll be talking about pricing objective strategies for public transportation. Here are group members. Firstly we have Ayman Darwish, next one, we have Hassan Asir, after that, we have Syed Akid, other than that, we have Razan Naif, and last one, we have Tajul Ahmad Nabhan. Before we start, here are content for this topic. Overview, characteristic, factor, steps, signal and last one, do's and don'ts. Let's begin. For overview, I already divided by 5 points. Firstly, revenue maximization, aiming to generate maximum income from fares, balancing rates, and passenger needs for financial sustainability. Point number 2 is fare equity and accessibility, ensuring affordability for all socio-economic groups through subsidies and discounts, promoting inclusivity. Point number 3 is cost recovery, recovering operational costs through fares to reduce taxpayer burden, maintaining self-sustainability. Point number 4 is environmental sustainability, encouraging eco-friendly transportation by offering incentives for electric or low-emission vehicles, aligning pricing with environmental goals. And last one is service differentiation, providing various service levels and pricing options to meet diverse passenger preferences and needs. Let's move on to characteristic part. Customer-centric, prioritize fair and accessible fares, especially for low-income individuals, to ensure equitable and inclusive transportation. Next, financial viability, balance affordability for passengers with long-term financial sustainability, reducing reliance on government subsidies. Other than that, environmental responsibility, align pricing with sustainability goals, encouraging eco-friendly choices to lower the carbon footprint and attract environmentally conscious riders. Furthermore, efficiency utilization, optimize resource allocation through incentives for off-peak travel, reducing congestion and improving overall service quality and environmental impact. Last one, competitive and differentiated, offer unique service levels and pricing options, including premium services and discounts, to remain competitive and meet diverse passenger preferences. We move on to the factor that marketers need to consider before selecting the pricing objective in marketing for public transportation. To make sure the strategy is in line with the larger goals and effectively serves the passengers, a number of factors must be carefully considered. Firstly is the cost. Understanding your cost requires a thorough examination of all costs related to operating the transportation service. Operational expenses like fuel, labor, car maintenance, insurance and overhead expenses are included. For example, in Malaysia, there's the Klang Valley Integrated Transit System, KITS, which include LRTs and MRTs. They performs a thorough cost analysis to determine pricing. Next is the market conditions. The current demand for transport services, seasonal variations, and trends in passenger behavior are just a few examples. Pricing strategies can be improved by looking at demand trends, peak and off-peak hours, and the effect of special occasions or holidays on ridership. For example, in Malaysia, during the Hari Raya holiday season, public transport providers there frequently change their pricing policies for the purpose of promoting travel. Another one is competitors' activities. For successful pricing, it's essential to comprehend your customers. Different passenger groups might have varying expectations and price sensitivities. For example, in Malaysia, public transport frequently offers senior and student discounts in recognition of their unique pricing requirements. Furthermore, the market conditions. It's important to recognize the fare structures and promotions used by other transportation providers in your neighborhood to price their services. In Malaysia, for example, because of their distinct pricing requirements, seniors and students frequently receive discounted fares from public transportation providers such as Rapid KL. Lastly is the mission and vision of the company. Pricing policies should take into account accessibility and affordability if these values are prioritized in the company's mission. In Malaysia, for example, the provider of public transportation in Malaysia, Prasarana Malaysia Berhad, is dedicated to advancing affordable and environmentally friendly modes of transportation. This is consistent with the Malaysian government's goal of providing effective transit services at a reasonable NBSP cost. Let's move on to the next part, which is steps. The first step is 1. Determine goals. The initial step in planning marketing objectives for public transportation is to determine goals, considering factors like ridership, public perception, accessibility, and revenue. This involves evaluating stakeholders, conducting a SWOT analysis, setting SMART goals, documenting objectives comprehensively, and fostering internal communication for a successful marketing strategy. The second step is market and demand analysis. To plan effective marketing objectives for public transportation, start by defining your analysis purpose and identifying key stakeholders. Next, The third step is analyze target market preferences. This is to plan effective marketing objectives for public transportation. Conduct thorough market research to understand passenger demographics and behaviors. The fourth step is competitor analysis. Effective competitor analysis is essential in public transportation marketing. It involves identifying competitors, evaluating their strengths and weaknesses, and analyzing customer feedback to set marketing objectives and strategies for ongoing competitiveness. Furthermore, the fifth step is create and select pricing objectives. This is to create effective pricing objectives for a public transportation system. Begin with a comprehensive market analysis to understand your target audience, competition, and financial goals. The sixth step is implement the pricing objectives. It is to establish effective pricing objectives for public transportation. Begin with a comprehensive market analysis, audience segmentation, and cost evaluation. The seventh step is measures the success signals. This is to plan effective marketing objectives for public transportation. Start by understanding the market and your audience, set clear SMART goals like increasing ridership, tailor strategies, allocate a realistic budget, and monitor campaigns closely. Collect feedback, analyze competitors, and celebrate achievements for sustainable growth and community support. The eighth and last step is re-implement or reselecting. This is to re-implement or reselect marketing objectives for public transportation. Start with a thorough assessment of the current situation, conduct market research, segment your audience, and prioritize objectives. Then, develop a comprehensive marketing strategy, establish KPIs, and continuously monitor and adjust results to enhance public transportation services and meet evolving needs while considering sustainability and social responsibility. Next part is signal. Firstly, business sustainability. When a public transportation service successfully reaches its target number of riders, it shows that their pricing objectives are working well and should be kept. More passengers often lead to financial benefits for the company, making public transportation more affordable and allowing for improved services. Next is revenue increase. If a public transportation company meets or exceeds its revenue goal, it indicates that pricing strategies are working effectively. This increase in revenue can improve the company's financial performance, reduce debt, and enhance operating margins. Other than that, profit increase. Successful financial objectives, such as reducing debt or improving operating margins, suggest that pricing strategies are contributing to the company's overall financial health. This financial stability allows the company to invest in new services and infrastructure, attracting more riders and generating more income. Furthermore, satisfaction increase. Customer satisfaction is crucial for the continued use of public transportation. When passengers are satisfied with the price and service quality, they are more likely to keep using public transportation. Collecting feedback through surveys and focus groups helps maintain high customer satisfaction levels. And lastly, employee retention. To retain employees, ensure fair pay by comparing salaries with industry standards. Offer competitive benefits like health insurance and retirement plans. Provide growth opportunities through training and advancement options. Create a positive work environment that values and supports employees. Continuously monitor results and adjust pricing objectives as needed to achieve goals. For the final parts, is do's and don'ts activities that marketers must do and don't in planning and selecting pricing objectives in marketing for public transportation. For the first do's is understanding pricing objectives. When planning pricing objectives for public transportation marketing, it's crucial to grasp what pricing objectives are. These are strategic goals that guide pricing decisions. Marketers should assess their target market's unique needs, considering factors like pricing, convenience, and competition. Next is segmenting the market, which is to plan pricing goals effectively. It's essential to divide the potential customer base into groups with similar characteristics, behaviors, and preferences. And last but not least is in-depth understanding of the target market to choose pricing goals wisely. Thorough market research is essential. By understanding passengers' demographics, preferences, and behaviors. For don'ts, the first one is blindly increase the price. One thing marketers must not do when setting pricing objectives for public transit is blindly raising fares. This can harm ridership and public perception. Next is decision without proper planning. Marketers should avoid making quick, ill-considered pricing decisions without proper planning. Rushed decisions can lead to various problems, including revenue loss, financial instability, and customer dissatisfaction. And last one for don'ts is play price game. Engaging in price wars, whether by raising or lowering fares without strategy, should be approached with caution. Such changes, driven by competition or short-term gains, can have serious consequences. Follow a deliberate pricing approach based on market analysis, passenger demographics, and competitor strategies.